Welcome back to the Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show, and today we have the episode that everyone has been waiting for. No joke, so many people have been reaching out to me saying like, Graham, did you see the new CNBC video? Graham, you need to react to this. But little do they know, I'm a part of the CNBC Make It notification squad. You know, no big deal there, but I see these videos the second they post, and they are switching it up today a little bit. Instead of calling it Millennial Money, they're calling it something new. Did not see this one coming. They're calling it Millennial Millionaire. Whoa, I did not see that one coming. We went from Millennial Money to Millennial Mortgage to Millennial Millionaire. What is next? Let's give this video a shot because this one, in my opinion, seems to be like really the most eye-catching that I've seen in a very while. It is called Living on $615,000 a year in Seattle. Wait for it. Millennial Millionaire. So let's give this video a shot and I will review it from a fellow Millennial Millionaire. We'll get my thoughts on this. I'm sure he's doing a great job judging by the like to dislike ratio. I'm going to give this video a like really quick here. Bing, there we go, and let's begin the video. Whew, is it getting hot in here? This is just me. That is looking really good.
My name is Todd Baldwin. I'm 27 years old. I live in Seattle, Washington, and I make $615,000 per year.
That, I gotta say, is substantial, especially in your 20s. If you have a few years of this type of income in your 20s, honestly, as long as you don't blow it, as long as you're not out driving Lambos, just like getting bottle service in the club, you get a few years of this and you could be set for life. Like, sure, you're not gonna be like mega yacht money or like private jet money or anything, but honestly, you could retire off a few years of this income if you just save it all and invest it smartly. Like, you can make this work for the rest of your life. Like, this is insane. Not to mention, Washington is one of the states with no state income taxes, so already this dude is saving an extra like 40 grand a year by not living in a place like California. Oh well. Already, I really like this guy. Like, not only is he like flipping credit cards at the beginning, but he's living in a place with no state income tax, making me really jealous, working a nice 9 to 5, making 150 grand a year, and then on the side he's investing in real estate. Like, so we're only 47 seconds into the video and already this is a knockout. Like, it's a 10 out of 10. Wait a second, that is incredible. They own 6 properties that net $12,500 a month.
Out of the $615,000 we bring in, we invest almost all of that just back into the business.
Okay, so let's take a look at this. The monthly budget, $41,883. I hate how they call that like a budget. Like, anytime I think of budget, I think like, okay, this is the budget to spend. I never really count a budget like, well, I guess you could budget investing, right? I guess you could budget saving. So anyway, I take that back. Never mind that. Anyway, we got almost $18,000 a month in savings. That is 401k, IRA, HSA, and high yield savings. That's incredible. Then we got personal, $1,188, includes himself and his wife. We'll find out what personal is. Then we got business. That's mortgages, property taxes, and insurance. I gotta say that's a high overhead, but you know what? It's making money. Obviously, the most important part here, you're making money.
We don't actually see a lot of that because it's all invested out. But yes, it's a very comfortable lifestyle, and it helps that we're incredibly frugal.
Okay, so let's take a look at this. We got insurance, $550 a month, and that would be for him and his wife, health, car, and life insurance. Yeah, you know what? I gotta say that's actually a really good rate for 2 people when you include all types of insurances. So I gotta say that's really good. Then we got utilities and Wi-Fi, $300 a month. Asterisk, and that is, okay, for himself and his wife. I can't really complain about that. That's about on par. Then we got gym, $130 a month, and that is LA Fitness MMA gym. Like, listen, there's nothing in here that I can hate on. Then we got gas, $80 a month. That is fine. Phone bill, $67 a month. Subscriptions, $30. Food, $25 a month. Secret shop. How do you get food for $25 a month? He better be explaining this. That is incredible. And then we got rewards, credit card, annual fee, $6. Like, what's even the point of mentioning a $6 charge? Like, at that point, it's basically free. We found someone now who is saving more money than I am. Didn't think it exists, but I got to put my own pride aside and hand it to this guy. If these numbers are true, I'm going to take my invisible crown off, my cheapness crown, my frugal crown, and I'm going to put it on the computer here. He deserved, I can't keep up with these numbers. It's amazing. Let's keep going.
Cheers.
All for free.
See, I think this is like a secret trademark of millennial money where they always have just people cheersing the food, like cheersing pasta, cheersing pizza, cheersing avocado toast. Like you always gotta be cheersing the food in these episodes. Like I think that's the little like hidden Easter egg in every single video. We always gotta watch out for that. Cheers.
I earn the bulk of my money through real estate investing. We bring in about $460,000 per year doing that, and about $150,000 as profit, and that is after living completely for free and all expenses are paid.
Those, I gotta say, are pretty crazy numbers. I just wanna know what the leverage is like on this property. Like, I wanna see the cash flow of every single specific property, how much they have in it, how much they're getting out of it. Like, stuff like that I think would be really interesting. But we're only 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the video, so we definitely have a very interesting episode ahead of us.
So my wife and I live completely for free by house hacking and having roommates. So we live in a brand new duplex, and we have the other half of that duplex on Airbnb, and we live in the main half.
See, this guy is doing it right. This is what I've been saying for years now. Go and get a duplex. Go and live in one side, rent out the other side. If the property doesn't cash flow, that's fine. Go and get a roommate. You will be able to live for free if you buy the right spot, you just come up with the down payment, you fix it up a little bit, and then ideally the property is worth a little bit more than you paid for it. You do a cash or finance, you get all your money back, and you essentially get a free place to stay. People are calling this like a scam. It's like, oh no, this is a scam. It's not a scam. It's not a scam. This is a great way if you're willing to do the work and you just save up enough for a down payment. This, what they're doing right here, is incredible.
We also converted one of the garages into a studio apartment. We have that on Airbnb as well.
Oh, good luck ever doing that in Los Angeles. Unfortunately, LA Airbnb is cracking down on like everything. They've had issues with like Hollywood Hills mansion parties, so they banned that. Then they had issues with it taking up available housing because there's a huge housing shortage here in Los Angeles, so they banned that. Really, Airbnb is not very viable anymore in Los Angeles, unfortunately, but for this right here, I think it's ideal. I mean, this is perfect.
And in our main unit, the half that we live in, we have roommates. So we rent out one bedroom for $1,200 and another bedroom for $850. After living in our duplex completely for free by renting out the other half, the downstairs garage, and the bedrooms on our side, we live completely for free, plus we make $1,850 in profit.
See, that's the way to do it. Like already, there's nothing that I can complain about on this. They're doing it all right. And that is kind of one of my regrets, is that right now I'm living in a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom side of my duplex. When I bought it, I really should have spent more money up front turning that into a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And that would just give me the option if I ever wanted a roommate, I can get a roommate in there. Or when I go and re-rent it back out whenever I move, then, that would be an extra probably $800 to $1,000 a month just to have a second bedroom. So, lesson learned on that, but they're doing this, so well.
I started making money online when I was 15, and then I started investing at age 19, but I really just, through reading books, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, I really just kind of had to figure it out and learn as I go.
Watching YouTube videos, that sounds like me. Like, I really started getting heavy into YouTube in like 2010, 2011. Like, for me, YouTube was like my version of TV. I wouldn't really go and watch TV unless it were like an old Nickelodeon rerun. But instead, I would spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos, and that's how I learned a lot. So for me to make my own YouTube videos right now, it's really just come full circle on all of this. But I could just keep agreeing with him, basically, is what this whole video is just gonna be me just agreeing.
After my first month with that firm, I actually broke a record for the most amount of appointments set via cold call. After about 9 months with that firm and doing really well there, my base salary went up by about $4,100 per month.
Okay, so we got Todd's typical monthly income. We got 9 to 5 salary, $12,500 a month. Rental income, $38,334, 6 properties, and secret shopping income, $415. That's interesting. Now, I want to know, though, the rental income is something I'm kind of confused about, because $38,000 a month times 12, that's $456,000. Which is a lot, by the way. That's a significant amount. Like, he's making way more money in gross rental income than I'm making. But this is, keep in mind, gross income. This is income before, like, mortgages and property taxes and all of this. So, obviously, he's not really living on $615,000 a year. He is. But in order to make that, he has to spend a significant amount of money down on the mortgages. But regardless of that, he's still making a lot of money.
When I was 12 years old, I had the goal that I wanted to become a millionaire by the age of 30. And after working like crazy and investing and acquiring properties, our net worth crossed $1.2 million when we were 25 years old.
This whole thing really, in my opinion, is just a subliminal ad to go and invest in real estate, pretty much. Like, just go invest in real estate, get good at that, go and leverage money, buy things smartly, go and save all your money. There's no secret to this. There's no secret to building wealth. It's just consistency, saving money, working really hard, and hopefully making a lot of money in the process.
They will hire mystery shopping firms to find independent contractors like me to basically go pose at their establishment as a regular customer, buy the product or service, and then report on that product or service when you get home on an online platform.
Wow, I gotta say that's really, really, really creative. Like, I wanna try this. Now, I'm curious though how much time it takes him to go and do this. Like, if he's spending 30 minutes out of his day to go and do something for like a free $15 to $20 meal, then chances are that's literally not worth his time to go and do when he could go and spend that doing basically almost anything else that he's working on. But I gotta say, if this is something that only takes like a few minutes to do when you get home, or you can do it on the drive home through your phone, like, this is incredible. Like, I really like this.
Although our net worth is 7 figures, we don't do a lot of the typical things that most people envision millionaires doing. We share one car, which is a 2009 Ford Focus.
See, I absolutely love that. And for me too, like, I was driving a Prius for almost 10 years, despite how much money I was making at the time. Like, for me, it was just driving a Prius. It was so inexpensive to run. Insurance was like really cheap. Gas was almost next to nothing. Like, that's the way to do it. And that allowed me to save so much more money that eventually you could go and like splurge on a cool Tesla after, almost a decade. But it's worth it.
But I do want the Tesla Roadster. I don't want it, to go floss on Instagram or for anything like that. I want it because it's the fastest car in the world. I got a lot of places to be and zero time to waste.
That's very similar to me too. I also really want the Tesla Roadster. It just seems like such an incredible car, and it reminds me too of the first generation Tesla Roadster and how everyone confused my Lotus Elise with the Tesla Roadster, so it's really cool seeing this come back around. We just have no idea when it's actually ever going to come available. Like, I have a feeling this is something that's potentially going to take another few years until it actually comes out, unfortunately, but we'll see.
Probably actually retire now if we wanted to, but our goals are so much loftier than that. I want my 6,000 apartments by the age of 60, so I don't know if I'm ever the type of person to truly retire in the traditional sense.
Now that's something I don't really understand. 6,000 apartments by the age of 60. What's the point of that? Like, I guess for me, my whole thing has just been simplifying things as much as I possibly can. Like, I don't want the headache. I don't want the hassle. Like, there's no need to overcomplicate anything. There's no need to get 6,000 apartments. Like, why not get just like 60 really, really, really good ones versus 6,000 that are maybe just okay? Like, I'd rather just have a few really good ones to manage than a whole bunch of ones that just take a lot of work. But again, that's just me.
So this is gonna freak a lot of you out, and Dave Ramsey, if you're watching, don't have a heart attack. I have 13 credit cards, and I actually collect credit cards. Now, I don't carry balances on any of them. I use a strategy called credit card churning, which is basically opening up a new credit card, taking advantage of that new account bonus, paying it off completely, and then rinse and repeat with the next card.
There we go. This guy is basically doing everything that I've ever talked about on my entire channel. He is doing it really, really well. I mean, this is the way to basically just get free travel anywhere you want to go. You get so many points. There's so many benefits to credit card churning. And I see here we have a lot of the same credit cards. I mean, this is really, he's doing everything correct.
Being in that position of just knowing that we can pay for their college wherever they go, and we can go on the family vacations, and the biggest thing is being able to be there and be a present father, I think is huge. It's a huge blessing that we've been able to accomplish everything that we have so far.
Okay, so we just finished the video and I did a bit of research on his real estate holdings because I was kind of curious about this. So if he owns $4.4 million worth of real estate that's making $460,000 a year, that means his rents are grossing just a little bit over 10% annually, which is really, really, really good. So if he's grossing $38,333 a month, I'm guessing of that $4,000 a month or so goes to property taxes, maybe another $3,000 a month goes to repairs. I'm guessing about $18,500 a month goes towards paying his mortgages, which means I'm guessing he has about 85 to 90% worth of leverage. So on $4.4 million, he's got maybe, we're gonna call it like $500,000, maybe $600,000 worth of actual equity in the properties. I'm guessing, I could be totally wrong on this one, but judging by these numbers, that's what I would kind of be led to assume, because if his expenses are so high, I'm guessing a lot of that is from a mortgage. So I'm kind of curious if he has other investments as well that's adding into his net worth, or if it's really just real estate, and maybe his expenses are just way higher than what I'm thinking, or maybe he's counting in some of the property equity in some of his income as well, which could be actually adding added into the $12,500 per month net that he's actually keeping. So some of that is a little bit unclear, but either way, I gotta say, these numbers are wildly impressive. And really overall, my entire impression of this is that he's doing such a good job, he's on such a great track, he's doing everything right, I can't complain about a single thing, and I'm really enjoying this whole Millennial Millionaire series, and I think they can go a very long way with this, and I hope that they continue to find more like super frugal millionaires, but at the same time, I hope they can find people that are really just screwing up. That is my challenge for you. Go and find someone who's making $1 million a year and spending all of it. I really want to see what that sort of lifestyle looks like. Like that to me, I think would make another really great episode. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, if you have not smashed the like button already, make sure to destroy it for the YouTube algorithm, as well as the subscribe button and notification bell. And feel free also to add me on Instagram. I post here pretty much daily, so if you want to follow me in there, make sure to add me on that. And lastly, if you guys want 2 free stocks, use that link down below in the description. And Webull is going to be giving you 2 free stocks when you sign up on their platform and deposit $100. And one of those stocks can be valued up to $1,400. So if you want a chance to get 2 free stocks with one of them being valued up to potentially a lot of money, feel free to use that link down below in the description. Let me know which 2 free stocks you get. Thank you so much for watching, and cheers. Until next time.